Alright, this is going to be a video about if how a woman, like when a woman likes you, like the odds of her coming back. Like if a woman is truly entranced by you. First of all, if a woman is truly entranced by you in the first place, congratulations, because in this day and age, like if a top tier woman is truly entranced by the idea of you, the idea of what you are as a person, your very existence, well done as a man. Because it's a very hard thing to acquire, especially in the modern Western world. Very hard to acquire. Second of all, we need to talk about now the topic at hand. A woman coming back is something that is vastly underrated, I feel like, because majority of men don't have enough confidence in themselves to even think that they got a woman in the first place. What are the odds of her actually coming back to them? What are the odds of her actually doubling back and going back to you because of the fact that she is obsessed with you physically, just charismatically overall, just wants your energy and presence, your physical, attraction, your sexual attention there as well. But what are the odds of her actually wanting those things and coming back? And I feel like majority of men, if you ask them that question, the answer would be roughly low. Like they'd probably give you a 30 to 40% estimate of her actually wanting to come back. When in reality, the estimate is probably around 70 to 80% if she actually likes you. And so, with that, men do certain things when they want a woman back, and they usually go in the wrong direction about wanting a woman back. In my opinion, if you want a woman back, don't do anything. The only thing you actually need to do is not block her on everything. If she blocks you on everything, then if she truly did like you, by the way, this is what the scenario is going to be about. If she truly does desire you. Because if she doesn't, then she's probably not coming back. But if she does truly desire you, don't block her on anything. Allow her to still remain unblocked. Even if she blocks you, don't try to get even. I know some men have that ego where they're like, oh, she blocked me, I'm blocking her. It's going to be a two-way. No. No. That's not how men get, not even revenge. That's not how men get a woman back that already left them. You need to allow her to see what you are doing, whether it be on social media, just overall in life, and just overall, but not directly. If she blocks you and she is truly infatuated with you, she will unblock you. And that's the reason why you should block her or not her, because then you have to do it. And a woman's ego will never allow her to cave or allow her to tell you that she wants you to unblock her. That just won't happen. So you need to leave her unblocked. Live your life, but don't forget to post. Don't forget to be active on certain things, because she will lurk. She will unblock. She will lurk. Even if she doesn't block in the first place, she will lurk if she was truly infatuated. And that can be her in. Theoretically, if you do something per chance or just by accident, or you could plan it out, I don't know, it's up to you, but if you do something that both of you enjoyed together, or do something that you two had in common, that's a way for her to DM you. It's an in for her. Because now that she's left you, people see a woman as leaving them in the first place, it's like, oh my god, I have to make sure this girl's happy so she doesn't leave, because if she leaves, I can't live without her. A woman leaving you, if a woman who's truly obsessed with you decides, hey, I don't like this guy anymore, or she thinks she doesn't like you anymore, that's actually one of the best things that can happen. That can strengthen a relationship. Because of the fact that if she actually does need you, or she actually does have those feelings for you and doesn't know it, your absence will strongly resonate those feelings in her more than any other thing could have. There's this story about this man, this guy in the early 1800s, he used to sell, he was a barterer, he traded. And he would visit this one guy who I think he used to sell fish to. He would have to travel by boat to see him, and he would see him once a year. And they were really good friends. Whenever they met, they were just overall just amazing friends. They would hang out, they would eat some of the fish the guy bought or traded from the barter. And they were just, they were just compatible as friends. And the guy, one day he asked the barterer, he asked him, why do you only see me once a year? Why not come by more often? We have a blast every time we're together. And the barterer replied, it's sweeter to hear the words, why haven't you come by, than to hear the words, you come by too much. Therefore, scarcity is rarity and rarity is value. That also applies to a person's presence. It applies to a person being there or not being there. And this applies in women mostly because of the fact that if a woman does like you and she doesn't know it and she leaves, and then you're just not there, that will actually cause her to be like, wait a minute, I made a mistake. I actually can't. And women make mistakes in a drastic and dramatic way more than men do. Men just make a mistake and they correct it majority of the time. Women dwell on that mistake and they'll let that mistake consume them. So instead of her going, oh, that sucks, I really like this guy, oh well, I can't reach out to him, a woman actually will. If she thinks she can't live without you, if she believes truly to her core that she cannot live or get a similar feeling that you gave her without your presence, she will do whatever it takes to come back. It's like a crack addict. You know, they get that look in their eye when they need their crack, and they can't stop until they get it. It's like that motivation. It's that itch that can't be scratched. That woman will feel the same way about you if she truly did desire you and decided to leave. So like I said, it's a very powerful thing when a woman leaves, because it levels the playing field. No, it actually makes the playing field tip in your favor. Because of the fact that once a woman leaves you, when she realizes that she actually needs you and tries to come back, you now have the upper hand in a way that most men cannot have the upper hand. Because usually what happens is this. Woman has upper hand over man until woman and man have sex. Once woman and man have sex, man acquires upper hand, but in a certain way, to which he can go, I either want to ghost this girl, I want to stay with this girl, I want to see other girls and see her at the same time. Once a woman gives up sex, the man takes control of the situation, but in a different way than when a woman is trying to acquire a man back. See, when a man has sex with a girl, right, the power that he's acquiring is the power to choose what to do. Now, choosing what to do doesn't necessarily always have to affect the woman in that regard. It can actually have no effect on her whatsoever, because if you're cheating, she won't know. If you decide to ghost her, she won't know until you've already ghosted her. If you decide to stay, then she'll never know that there was any doubt, or wasn't any doubt in the first place. But if a woman's trying to get you back, she has to actually act. She has to take drastic action to get you back. Because she now knows that you're okay without her, and she needs you. So in order to get you back, it's going to take more than just seeing you or letting you react. She has to cause the effect. She has to be the cause and you have to be the effect now. So therefore it gives you more control because of the fact that she's now, the ball's in her court. She must make them. And when you're in that kind of position, you'd be surprised what a woman will do for you, what a woman can and will choose to do for you if she truly desires you. It goes beyond sexual nature. A woman will give you money, a woman will give you status, a woman will help you make connections, a woman will support you financially. I already said that, but sexually, overall, they will support you if that's what they think they need to do to acquire you. If a woman wants you that badly, she will do all those things. I feel like that's actually become a common misconception in most men. Men don't realize how much of simps women can be if they find the right guy, because when a woman desires you and knows that she blew her chance with you, she then realizes, oh no, I messed up bad. And she knows that the only way to get you back is to be even more nice and understanding and flexible as she was last time. So therefore, you have so much control over the situation. But it's not really about what you can do to the cause and effect of making the woman bend to your will. It's more the fact that what I want to talk about is the fact that guys don't understand how common it is that a woman will come back if she truly desires you, because it's around, like I said, 70 to 80% turnout rate if she truly does. And a lot of guys just don't seem to understand that. They think once a woman leaves, they need to be the one to try to get her back if they regret it. Even if you do regret it, let her come back. Because honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, it's 50-50. They say it's 50-50, but I'm not going to lie. I think it's around 60-70. If you lose somebody who you didn't think you wanted, and then you realize that you wanted that person, the odds are that that person feeling the same way, feeling like they lost you and now they want you, realizing they made a mistake too, are actually higher than you think they are. It's just that your confidence is so low that you need, you immediately roughly bring that percentage down probably 20% because the low confidence. So for a guy, when he makes a mistake or realizes that he wants a woman that he necessarily lost, his first instinct is to chase after her, to DM her, spam her, go, wait, I made a mistake. That's what not to do. Because chances are that woman is going to feel the same way. And if she does feel the same way, so remember, this applies only if she does, then she will hesitate for a little bit, but she will inevitably cave and make that move if she's serious about it. And in turn, if you make that, let's say, for example, best case scenario, you're the guy, you make the move and you spam DM her, which you should never do in the first place, but let's say, for example, it works for some reason, right? And she comes back to you, you were the one who bent to her will. You were the one who succumbed first, and you were the one who allowed her to see that you couldn't be without her. So even if she did feel like she couldn't be without you, it doesn't matter now. She can mask that because you were the first one to break. If she's the first one to break, then she never even knew that you didn't want her in the first place. So you have this power now. You have this overall flexibility in her now because she doesn't know how to act around you because she exposed herself and she still doesn't know how you feel about it. It's very scary for a woman. But the turnout rate of a woman coming back to you if she likes you, 70 to 80% of the time she will. And when she comes back, she will come back in better graces than when she left or when she was in her prime in the first place. So if she had an attitude problem, chances are that attitude problem is going to be gone the second time around. Or if she had some sort of like money spending problem, she's not going to be spending money, whether it be your money or her money. She's not going to be doing all that the second time around. Everything that was there the first time around will improve the second time around if you let her come back to you. It's like one of those, like that saying where they say, invest in yourself, like do something now for later. In a weird way, you are investing in yourself. Or like, don't do something now so that it can be obtained later in a better way. If you don't go after her now, she could. The odds of her coming back are pretty high, and if she does, she'll come back better later than had she come back in the moment that you wanted her. So I feel like this is just a message to guys who are like in a situation right now where they lost a girl that they truly desired and didn't realize it until she was gone. The odds of her feeling the same way about you are actually astronomically higher than you think if she truly desires you. So I would just wait. I wouldn't go and make a drastic move. I would let her make the move because she will come back better, come back tenfold better. And overall, I feel like guys just need to have more confidence in a sense that when a woman leaves, they need to think in their mind, okay, if I wanted this woman back, I could get her back. She'll come, or like just go, she'll be back. Like even if she doesn't come back, you need to be able to have that mindset where it's like it is what it is. Because losing a woman is not something you should be afraid of. Losing yourself is something you should be afraid of.